Good people, what's happening with it, man? It's your man, Big Arch. Y'all already know the deal, you know what I'm saying? Also known as Archie Hill. Here in the Cap Studio today, create, attract, produce. Uh, Create the things that you want. You attract the energy and people into your life that you want to produce the results that you want. That's something that we believe here. Hold up. It is a very warm day out here in Southern California, so let me hydrate a little bit for one time. But yeah, today what I want to talk to y'all about is a concept that I refer to as the soft reset. If ever anything goes wrong with like an electronic device, like one of your phones or something, they ask you to reboot it or your computer, they have resets that takes it back to the factory settings. You know what I'm saying? Takes everything back to how it is when you first buy it from the factory, where it's running exactly how it should, based on what the factory how the factory says that it should work. So there's different ways where you can reset the machine. You feel me? So they got what they call a hard reset, and then they got what you call a soft reset. The soft reset be something basic like just turn the phone off or turn the device off and turn it back on, or take the battery out or put it back in, or unplug it and plug it back in. That's what you call a soft reset. A hard reset is a little bit more harsh than that. It's going to really delete everything that you had in there and all of that. So sometimes you got to do a soft reset, sometimes you do a hard reset. Now, how I use that in the concept of what I'm doing is like with self discipline and habit building, which is what I'm all about. Habit building and self discipline. Once you get into a new routine and a new habit of something that you're trying to get going, you're doing it for a reason because you're trying to reach a certain goal. Let's just say, for example, weight loss. That's something that I'm always into, health and fitness and weight loss, right? If you're starting a new program, a new regimen, a new workout, a new quote unquote diet or a way of eating, right? That's going to push you towards a goal of losing X amount of pounds. You know what I mean? You have this number of pounds that you want to lose by a certain time or whatever, however, and that's a whole nother conversation as far as time constraints and all that. That's a whole nother conversation. But let's just say you have so much weight that you want to lose, okay? You already know how to do it as far as what you need to do to lose the weight. Some type of workout program, some type of way of eating healthier, right? Um, but the thing about it is, the only way it's going to work is you have to be consistent. We can all agree on that. You have to be consistent. The best way to be consistent with anything is to build a habit around it. That way, it's not something that you think about every day. You have it kind of on autopilot now. You did. Once you get a habit going, it actually becomes second nature. It actually becomes easier once your body and brain knows that this is our new routine and this is what we're doing now. Oh, this is what we're doing now. The body and mind will adapt to that, right? Mind you, you got to think about something though. If you've been doing the opposite of that for so many years, it's going to take quite a while before it really becomes your new way of being. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been doing something for 30 years, you ain't going to change it overnight. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If you've been doing a certain behavior for 30 years, you're not going to be able to change it overnight. It's going to take a while. People like us say, oh, it takes 21 days or it takes 90 days. That's all relative to how long you've been doing it the other way. And the reason I say that is because it'll feel like a habit and it'll get easier and your brain will adapt to it and you'll get used to it for sure. But if you stray off the path, if you stray off, it's very easy to fall back into that old habit because that's what you've been doing for so long. You feel what I'm saying? So you need to get that. You need to get a nice amount of time behind you going in the good direction to help counteract going into the old direction. Is what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense. But we're all human, and we make mistakes, and we make choices that might not be the best choice for the goal that we're trying to achieve at that time, and we might have a tendency to stray off and go back over here to do what we used our old habit, right? Now, What you want to do is get back on track as soon as possible. And the best way that I feel that you can do that is to do a reset, what I call a soft reset. And a soft reset is basically the baby step your way back into this new way of being that you've been trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this is where it gets tricky because a lot of times if you've been doing this, just say for example, you've been doing this new routine, it was feeling kind of smooth, you were getting kind of used to it, then you might stray off and go into your old routine. Now you're kind of thrown off from this. Now you want to jump right back. No, 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 no. I want to jump right back into this new routine. And sometimes it's hard to jump right back. See, that's a hard reset to jump right back into it. Like, no, I'm going to go right back to where I was. I was just doing it. I want to get off this and get right back into that. That's easier said than done because your body and brain is so used to this way, it's hard to just cold turkey it and come back over here. So what I suggest, what I call a soft reset, is baby step yourself back into it. Go back to like when you first started, is what I'm trying to say. Like if you're doing a weightlifting program, you're not going to start with heavy weight. You're going to start with real lightweight. You're only going to do so many pounds. You're going to do it to where, and then you build up slowly until your body and mind understands that this is what we're doing. Whenever you stray off the path, I suggest that's the way you get back on the path. Baby step your way back on. I don't care if you was just doing it like this a week ago. Trust me, it don't matter if you was just doing this a week ago. Due to the fact that you went over here, due to the fact that your brain patterns and all that is so strong over here because you got years of being over here, what you're going to need to do is go all the way back to the beginning. Now, mind you, it's not going to take you as long to get back into the routine because your muscle memory will kick back in, but you still want to treat it as if you're starting from square one again. That's what I call a soft, easy, gradual reset. Just go back to doing the little light stuff. Within a couple of days, you might be saying, oh, no, this is too easy. This is where you use your self-discipline to go the other way. Even though your body and mind is trying to tell you, now, come on, let's do more, let's do more. Give yourself a week or two to just baby step your way back into this new way of being. My suggestion. And that's what I refer to as a soft reset. So recap everything I just said. I hope I wasn't too confusing on that. Let me recap everything I just said. If you've been doing a bad habit for a bunch of years, now you want to transition it over to not doing that and replace this bad habit with a good habit. Whenever you decide to do that, you're going to have to gradually walk your way into that because that's a drastic change to go from here to here, right? All I'm saying is if ever you backtrack or backslide or whenever you go back over here because it happens from time to time, you know what I mean? Then what I suggest is go back to square one and baby step your way back into this new routine that you're trying to accomplish over here. And I call that the soft reset. And I'm telling you this from a place of just trial and error. You know what I mean? I don't never try to speak about anything that I haven't at least tried or see if it will actually work for me. You feel what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Soft reset. Baby step your way back into it and just get back into the routine. Then going back into it like you never what's the deviated from it. You feel me? All right, good people. Like I said, it's your man Big Arch, also known as Archie Hill. We are in the Cap Studios. Create, attract, produce. Until next time, all right, good people. One.
Aha! Aha!